Welcome to the channel, guys. Welcome to the channel, and happy Sunday to everybody, and happy weekend to everybody. I was doing a stream earlier on for the PSG game. I just had to get my feelings out there. So if you want to watch the PSG reaction versus Inter, go back to the channel. But welcome to the channel. I've been meaning to talk about this, but I didn't have a lot of time because there's a lot of announcements every day. There's Turkey coming out saying City are speaking to Lyon and are speaking to Turkey. There's Reinders, rumors, you know what I mean? And the transfer window is open. But at the end of the day, sometimes you have to address certain issues. This is one of the issues I've been watching. I've been watching a lot of City content, and I've also been watching. I've been watching a lot of spaces and watching a lot of Twitter tweets. There's this myth that has come out in the City fan base that apparently City don't need fast wingers. There's also a myth where a lot of people are going with it, saying if City buy fast fullbacks, it means fast wingers cannot play. The funny thing is, every team these days, every team that's performing, they have two wingers who are fast and then fast fullbacks, and they're still able to operate. So I don't understand this. So today I'm joined by Pitch Points to discuss this myth. Maybe Pitch Points will say maybe it's right that we don't need fast wingers. The funny thing is, before I introduce Pitch Points, is there was a time where Man City had Sane and Raheem, and that's when Man City were at their most dangerous. When Sane and Raheem was here, Kyle Walker and Cancelo were the fullbacks. At a point in time, Mendy was a fullback, and we still had fast wingers who could run in behind. There was a video I saw online where Raheem makes a running behind and KDB finds him. So let's join together. Like the video, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. We're going to talk about the wingers we have in Doku Savio, Oscar Bob. Sometimes what's his name plays as a winger, Foden. Bernardo Silva maybe might believe him, but has been played as a winger. Grealish might believe him, but has been played as a winger. So anyway, Carl, are you here with us?
Good morning, Patrick. Yes, I'm here with you. How are you?
Good morning. I hope you are. Blessed Sunday to you and your family, first of all.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, grand. So anyway, I wanted to ask you, this particular thing has become a thing in the City fan base. I don't know how it started. I don't know where it started from. There's a lot of City fans who believe that we don't need fast wingers in this team. We would rather play midfielders as wingers. What do you say to that, especially in 2025, and especially after we just saw PSG use fast fullbacks and fast wingers to dismantle one of the most hyped Inter teams that are very good at defensive football?
One word, Patrick, it's bullshit. That's what it is. This myth. You know, the fan base loves to compensate for mediocrity. You know, the guy, 100 million, who they make a left winger because he won the treble and control. Oh, by the way, if we play that PSG team in the final, they smash us. Let's be clear.
Yeah.
Let's be clear. Right, Inter were unlucky in that final. They smash us. The truth is that, you know, if you watch that game yesterday, if you learned nothing, you learned that when you have a system that works with a midfield that's balanced, that's energetic, that's young, with wingers who can run, who can rotate, with fullbacks who play high and run in behind, who overlap, you smash anyone. Is what we used to be in 17-18, is what we used to be in 18-19. And then we got to this control thing, and then we've won the treble with control. That's become everybody's crutch now, that you have to have midfielders as wingers. Well, guess what happened this season? Right, all those midfielders like Bernardo who are playing wingers, they can't run in behind. And what teams are doing is sit back, bring a back five, lock up the middle, and you can't do anything. Can't pass the ball to Haaland, Savino can't get through. And people who say, what about Doku? Is he a winger? He's not the kind of winger that can do 50-yard sprint consistently all the time. He's a low block winger. That's what he is. He can't make runs again and again and again and again, like Sane could or Sterling could, or like the wingers for big PSG can. Anybody who says you don't need fast wingers doesn't know football, Patrick.
This is what I keep telling people, that you can't even blame the wingers we have, Carl, because the issue is our system. Our system, there's no overloads. I have never seen any of our midfielders recently doing what Vitinha was doing yesterday in the PSG game. I haven't seen any of our midfielders doing that. And when I watched KDB at the peak of his powers, Carl, I watched a few videos. He was able to thread through balls to the wingers, Raheem, Sane. David Silva was able to overload the left-hand side with Sane. That's not happening in the team. People are getting this myth, or you're right, because Jack Grealish, ever since Jack Grealish came to this team, that's when I hear from people, oh, you need control, you don't need fast wingers. That's BS, because fast wingers help you in counterattacks. Yesterday we saw what a clinical and fast front line can do. It's about coaching. It's about coaching. All you do is you coach the players the right way. And our downfall has been the coaching, and our downfall has been our midfielders. Why do you guys think that all the coaches are being taken out? They're bringing different coaches. If we don't need fast wingers, why are we bringing that guy from Liverpool who used to operate with Firmino as a striker, then operate with Mane and Salah, who used to be so fast on counters or in transition? This is what I'm telling people, that the system, yes, did change when Jack Grealish got here, but people want to come to I've seen people on YouTube, I've seen a lot of City fans now that are blindsided. Now they've been brainwashed that you don't need a Raheem anymore. You don't need a Sane, as if Raheem and Sane were not cooking in this team. As if Riyad Mahrez, who was one of the fastest wingers, even though sometimes he would slow down the game, but Riyad Mahrez is very fast when he wants to be fast. People are trying to tell me that we can't cook with wingers. We have to put midfielders. No, that's not true. Guys, yesterday we saw what fast wingers can do, as Carl said. We saw what fullbacks can do. There is no such a thing saying just because the fullback is fast, that just because the fullback is techy and looks great, or these fullbacks cannot play with the wingers. No. And you know what's funny about all this? Oh, the wingers at City are shit. No, guess what?
Patrick, let me ask everybody a question. A simple question. What's the foundation system that we play? What is it? The foundation system that we play. I know there are different variations. What is the baseline system that we play? That Barcelona played? What is it? What formation is it? The Cruyffian philosophy. What's it based on? What system?
Is that the one we have a box on the middle?
4-3-3. Forget about the box, right? The whole box.
But hasn't he changed with the box thing? So
right, but the foundation for the box thing, for everything that we do, is the 4-3-3. That's the foundation, right?
Wait. We used to be, our 4-3-3 was simpler before, but I know it's changed now. So basically,
we've overcomplicated.
Thank you, because I was about to say, I remember our 4-3-3 was simple. At the beginning, but now he tucks in. He wants to tuck in one of the fullbacks or one of the defenders. So basically, he has a 3 at the back and 4 in the middle.
Correct. But if you go back to the basics are 4-3-3. So what you saw last night was PSG playing with fluidity, but the formation basic was the same. 2 wide wingers, a number 9 who's a false kind of 9 on Dembele, whoever is there, and then 3 midfield and a back 4. Back 4 becomes a 3, becomes a 2, based on where the ball is. So you see Hakimi push up forward. Right? When Hakimi pushes up forward, the other one tucks in or tucks wide. The basic is 4-3-3, but the key is midfield 3 and a front 3 that spreads the field wide. That's why these guys couldn't hang on. Inter Milan, they couldn't deal with the wingers. They couldn't deal with it. Right? So if you're going to play that 4-3-3, that's your basis. You know, having inverted wingers who check back in, as opposed to stretching the field wide, goes against everything that we've done in 17-18, in 18-19. What you saw last night in PSG was City, 17-18 City, or 18-19. That's what you saw. That's exactly what you saw last night. The difference is this guy knows how to win those games without unbalance and have that control. We just kind of went for it. We didn't have that balance control. He has the balance, right? And he had a goalkeeper who shot stops. That's it. I mean, they beat City, they beat Liverpool, they beat Villa, Arsenal. Let's be clear. 4 of our 5 top 6 or so, they beat.
Yeah, they were beaten convincingly.
Maybe they beat Villa. I don't know if they beat Villa, right? But Arsenal, City, Liverpool, they beat convincingly. They played Liverpool.
They even beat
Liverpool at Anfield. Let's be clear. The Anfield that we're always shaking for, they beat them at Anfield. They smoked them at Anfield. They smoked us. 2 goals up, keep and score 4. We had no answers. We're trying to control the ball.
But look at this, Carl. So basically, this is what I keep telling people, that Doku and Savio sometimes have been hung dry, because if you look at it properly, right, Doku and Savio switched wings before themselves and they played very well. Savio went to the left where he used to operate at Girona, and then Doku went to the right where he used to operate in France, and they played one of their best football for City, both wingers. They were causing trouble to the fullbacks. Pep Guardiola came to the press and they asked him that, is it you who instructed them to switch wings? They're like, no, they did it themselves because they prefer those wings and they played very well. Why did he send them again? I remember what he did in the next game. Do you know what he did, Carl? He dropped one of them. Do you remember? He dropped one of them. So basically, he wasn't happy that they went and switched wings. But why don't you play with the strength of your wingers? I don't get it. Because if Doku wants to play at the right-hand side, and Savio, most of his goal scoring is from the left, that's why he struggles to score from the right. He misses a lot. But look at Girona, Savio was scoring from the left. Goals that Savio has scored for City are from the left, by the way. So why does he force it that, oh, Savio, you go right, Doku, you go left? Why? I don't get it. And this is the thing is, this has started convincing some fans. And you know what makes me laugh, Carl? A lot of fans, Carl, are saying Doku has to be the first name to leave. Or when they're talking about possibility of people leaving, they're saying Doku has to leave. And when I asked them, Carl, that what about Savio? Oh, Savio is okay, he's young. Doku is 23 years old, 22 years old. And Doku saved us this season, Carl. So it's a few times he came in the FA Cup games, he came in the Premier League games. Doku helped us in a lot of games. You saw that, Carl. He helped us dribble past. But that's the funny thing is, the wingers that were doing this control thing and who have 0 goals, they are backed by the fan base. They are backed by people. Oh, we don't need fast wingers. Yet it's the same fast wingers who have helped us this season. I just think, like, if you don't play players at their strengths, you cannot blame them, and you cannot start just making it like it's the gospel, as if Pep Guardiola texted any of you guys and said, "Oh, fast wingers don't work in this world with 4 backs that are fast." I told people about 4 backs. Look at Hakimi and Mendes. These are technical fast 4 backs. Technical fast 4 backs. They still were able to play with wingers. You can still play the system, but people are telling me that, oh, let's play with center backs. Center backs that can create. Akanji can't create anything. He was making runs in this last game he played when he played as a right back. Akanji couldn't create anything, couldn't offload anything. I'm telling you, people, this whole thing of saying, oh, fast wingers, yeah.
I mean, how many 19-year-olds came to play yesterday for Paris?
A lot of them.
A lot of them. But our own World Cup winner, our own best player in South America, plays 15 minutes in an FA Cup final, and that's it. We don't see him again. I don't.
There's a question here. Somebody's asking. It says, Patrick, what will fast wingers? What will fast wingers versus low blocks? Says Sani and Raheem were not playing versus low blocks.
Who said they were playing? Because they were playing. Go to 18, 19.
Wasn't it Sani who scored? Wasn't it Raheem who scored against Southampton when Southampton packed the pass?
Yeah, go.
Wasn't it Sani who broke? Wasn't it Sani and David Silva who broke down Everton?
People think
and
that
then they tap in.
They go watch 17, 18, 19. There are many teams that low. Burnley, low blocks. Many teams were low blocks there. What are we talking about? There's so much revisionism in our minds. Or we make excuses for bad management. Bad management we make excuses for because we drink the Kool-Aid. Are you telling Paris Saint-Germain don't play low block in France? Or teams they park the bus against them? They find a way. What are we talking about?
Inter packed the pass in the first goal, but Paris Saint-Germain still broke them down, yeah?
Exactly. What are we talking about? This fan base, man, honestly. We're just mediocre. Man. We think mediocre.
A few people are saying Oscar Bob could be loaned out. Is this true? I don't think so.
Let me ask you a question. Will Oscar Bob make Paris Saint-Germain's first team? Will he make it?
Oh.
Will he make it?
Oh.
Does Oscar Bob make Paris Saint-Germain's first team? No.
I think he's good though, Carl. To have on the bench,
he doesn't make it. I'm telling you, he doesn't make it.
Okay.
He doesn't make it.
I don't know.
You know, it's go watch them all season, see what happened. The guy, Luis Enrique, found the solution and found the balance and bought smart. Like look at Kvaratskhelia. You know, even though he missed many chances.
But let's hear what a baller.
Yeah. You know, we want to have 1,000 million passes to no one. Slow.
Yeah, this is another thing I told people. This is why I'm saying these wingers are being hung out to dry, and it's a slow build-up we have. There's moments where we counter-attack, and the wingers have made runs, and nobody passes the ball. Nobody passes the ball completely. And yesterday, PSG were playing with intent. They were playing sideways passes, backwards passes, refreshing the ball, but it was always attack with intent. Forward passing, pressing. That is something we haven't seen. So, look, to be honest with you guys.
One of my favorite moments in that game yesterday was when Marquinhos had the ball, was going to get the ball. Vitinha comes over, right? He leaves the ball for Vitinha. Control, right? Vitinha gets the ball, plays it back to the center backs. They play through back to Vitinha. Vitinha carries the ball, lays it off to one guy, and he finishes. Within 5 seconds, it was from the defensive third to the offensive third. Quick passes. That's control. Control is not just slow, side to side, slow. That's not control. You're being controlled. That yesterday was control, with and without the ball. That's what we're talking about. That's what we used to be. It's not what we are anymore.
We're not, because
maybe Morgan Gibbs White can play a fast winger for us. I don't know.
No. I'm good. Anyway, guys, that was just a video. We just wanted to talk about this whole myth that people keep saying, oh, City don't really need fast wingers. I think they do. It's just a matter of the fact that our midfield was old and our manager started playing safe football ever since the treble. He thought the only way to play is being safe. But I think with Reinders comes in, Cherki comes in, these are forward-thinking players. I hope he doesn't make them just pass the ball for the sake of passing. There's a comment here. Slow build-up allows opposition plenty of time to reset for a perfect low block. That's true. The slow build-up we've been doing has been given teams all the time. Patrick, there's only 3 players that fully understand and have chemistry. Haaland, number 1, KDB, number 2, 3, Bellingham, Antonio. Don't be surprised if we get Antonio Nusa for Haaland. Oh, I never knew that. It says Oscar Bob will be on the bench. Kobe says you have to leave a comment on Luka Talks ball protocol. Okay, Tiki has to blame. Tiki has to blame for the poor requirements. Yeah, I think they have all taken a bit of what he says. We need Mahrez type on the wings. Yeah, the angst in our midfield are scared of taking risks. That is true. Also, our manager is scared of taking risks. We play slow build up because our midfielders can't keep up. That's the sad truth. It is. Says Vitinha is the best midfielder in the world. Cherki could be our next Mahrez. And then says, what must Pep do with Doku? I don't know. Anyway, guys. Big up to everybody, man. Big up to everybody. Hope you're well. And enjoy your weekend. Just a short video. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Like the video. And we might be back this evening. You never know. If there are things to talk about. If there's transfers to talk about, we'll come back again and we'll talk about the transfers on the Bomber Transfer Zone. That's the show we keep doing for this transfer window. The transfer window has officially opened until the 10th, I think so, of June. That's what people told me. And then it will be open again, part 2. It's because of the Club World Cup. But thank you very much, guys, for being involved. You know what? Nobody wanted Vitinha. He was at Wolves sitting on the bench. There's another midfielder who I can tell you for free that everybody missed out on and let him go to Saudi. That's Ruben Neves. Ruben Neves is another baller that a lot of people just overlooked and let him go to Saudi. If he came to City, Ruben Neves could have been one of the ballers. But big up to you guys. Hope you're well. Carl, have a good afternoon. Yes, unfortunately, just 20 minutes. I have a lot of things to do. I have to clean the house. I have to do other things. I haven't even taken my medication today, to be honest. So I have a lot of things to do. Sorry about that. I will come back on protocol if there's any transfer news, and we might come back this evening for Sunday.
Wins tackles! In front! It's a title winner!
Perfect end to a perfect day. Manchester City 4, Manchester United 1. Oh, what a hedge! Oh, that's electrifying!
Hat-trick hunting, trick getting. Still the appetite is there for more. Oh, it is sensational! Sensational!